Okay, somebody needs to know this before I rest tonight. And I want you to understand this loud and clear. Are you listening to me? Good. Let this resonate, let this marinate in your spirit. You are not your mistake. You're not. Everything that has happened in your life is not your fault. The way people have treated you is not your fault. It's not. You've been taking ownership for that way too long. And it's time for you to let it go because it's not your fault. You're not the controller of people cruelty. You're not the controller of people ignorance and how mean and nasty they are. You're not the controller of that. The only person that you can control in your feelings and emotions is yourself. And when people intentionally set out to sabotage, to hurt, to manipulate, to demean, to make somebody feel horrible and cause them trauma and anxiety, they are not good people. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. They themselves are miserable with their lives. And what you also have to understand, individuals are a product of their bloodline DNA, right? You don't know what happened in their past. You don't know how they was raised, how they was treated, how they was talked to. All you know is how they treat you, how they talk to you, and how they make you feel. That's all you know. So stop taking ownership to things that's not yours to take ownership to. Don't do that. And because people are mean, because people are verbally abusive, because people are physically abusive, you are not the reasons why. Them demons was in them long before they got to you, and you need to recognize and understand that. And if they didn't face it, and if they didn't deal with it, that's their problem. They need to go see a psychiatrist or get an exorcism or something. But you cannot continue to take on that blame. It's not yours. That guilt is eating you alive. You can't even live your life. You can't sleep, you can't eat, and you're barely breathing and walking because you holding on to the guilt that somebody placed in your lap and you've been holding it forever and a day. And it's time for you to dump it out your lap and say, I give it thee back. You don't have to take ownership to everything that people give you. You don't. If you know within yourself you were not the cause of it, stop taking ownership to it. Stop it. When somebody said, I did this because you did that, that's not always the case. They do things because they wanted to do things. And anytime somebody says they love you, they will never hurt you when it's genuine, authentic love. Love don't hurt. Love don't misuse, and love don't abuse. It does not. Love covers, love protects, love cares. So stop listening to that. If you walk into a situation and you have an instinct that is not right, then walk away. If you can't walk, run. But stop taking ownership to things that don't belong to you. Free yourself from that. If you played a part, then take ownership to your part. But everything that happened in your life is not your fault. It takes two to make a relationship. It takes two people to argue. What you look like standing up arguing by yourself? How you gonna argue by yourself? You may fuss at yourself, you may talk to yourself, but you can't argue with yourself. It takes two people to make an argument. It takes two people to make a relationship. I don't care what situation it is. It takes others to build the relationship. So you got to know everything you are not accountable for. Everybody needs to take accountability for their own stuff. My mama had said, every tub got to sit on its own bottom. So let people sit on their own ish. If it's theirs, let them hold it. You stop holding it. Dump it out of your lap and give it thee back. Ma said, I give it thee back. And I give it thee back quick. So stop holding on to things that don't belong to you. And in the end, you will free yourself. Let that guilt roll off. It's not yours to hold. That blame is not yours to hold. Forgive yourself for holding it and be intentional in forgiving yourself and let it go. Breathe and live life. Okay, come on, work with me. Inhale, exhale. Don't that feel so much better? That's what I want you to do. Let it go. It's not yours to hold. Let them hold their own bag of foolishness. You ain't got to carry around nobody else's garbage.